Profile reconstruction complete.
Right, we are live on the first stream I've done for this year, so Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Josh, and I suppose if you see my username, this probably will be reused. Not reused, will be renamed to something else, because this is my username I've always had to watch people, but probably PhilQuinn24 is probably not one of the things that will sound like roll off the tongue. So we'll give this a try. Anyway, we're going to be playing... Anyway, I thought, starting New Year, let's play something, a good old classic, like reading a good old book of Mass Effect 1 from the very beginning. And yeah, I've obviously changed the name of John Shepard to myself, because I'm vain in that way. And decided to keep it to an origin of reputation and class to sort of what I always play, which was usually a soldier. I know I could play biotics, but I never really like biotics. I'm a simple person, just show up in your face. Anyway, let's go have a chilling afternoon.
Identification confirmed.
Oh, of course, I forgot to set up the settings. Never really can get this right. So anyway, here we go. Let's have some fun.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
It's kind of nice sort of go back to these old games that you sort of forget. You play once or twice and you say, what an epic game that is, but you get that feeling when you actually you say you will play this game again, and the next thing you know, years come by and you never really feel like playing that game again, and suddenly one day you're like, oh, I want to play that game again, see if it still has that same vibe.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
I have the urge to sort of go through the Mass Effect series.
Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun.
I did try to make his face. That face was always the kind of style I always wanted it in my previous playing of Mass Effect like 5 years ago. 5 years? Probably about 5 years ago since I played this.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Keith
Just
David.
cleared the mass relay, Captain.
God love his
Stealth
voice.
systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Gotta admit, these... You never really you sort of appreciate later on how much you actually love these graphics at the beginning, like back in the Xbox 360 days, because I played this game probably back in the 360 days on the console. I know I'm playing on the PC now, it's a bit weird, but it always seems nice back those days. Now you look at this like, oh, these blocky, these are not shiny anymore, it's not realistic, doesn't show the skin texture and all that. And of course people do want it remastered because they wanted, what if it was made in today's era? But if that was the case, every great game we've had will always get remastered every 10 years as new graphics gets upgraded every time. But in the end, you just rehash new games, rehash the old games, and never any place to play new games. A bit like the movies. I mean, I made a bet. I bet my life that Harry Potter get remastered at least 3 times before I pass away. Never really care about originality.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from the Spectre.
Yeah, this was it.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
Sounds like someone shoved something up his backside.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this,
I did try to
jumped our
find
technology forward 200 years.
I wondered if
But
I
Eden
should have
Prime
done some
doesn't
mods,
have the
but
facilities to handle something
I've
like this.
dealt with some
We need to bring the
mods
beacon
with
back to the Citadel.
textures before, in like Skyrim and all that, and the next
Obviously,
thing
this
I
goes
knew, I
beyond your
had
human
layers upon
interests,
layers.
Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
And eventually, it just sort of crashed on me, and I gave up after the layers. So I thought I'd just leave it as it is, just to appreciate what it was, not tell them, oh, it's so ugly.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres.
So much
We are an elite
racism.
group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Angry faces.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
Looks like
17 minutes out,
looks
Captain.
like the
No
Master
other
Hand
Alliance ships
from
in the area.
Super Smash Brothers with the Black Hand.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Okay, here we go.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure.
Right, let's sort this out. Okay, if I recall, I need that and that. There we go. Nothing there. Jenkins, no. Codex, that. Always make a save, you never know what will happen. Even in this stream.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard.
Assault rifles.
All targets down.
think I've ever been down this way, actually. Yeah, you have to forgive me if I look a bit of a noob on this, but I've not played this on control. I've played this for about many years, so. And this I'm using a controller mod for the PC version, so I don't remember how to play with the controller. So just give me a couple of minutes just to figure out what it is. But don't worry, I'm not going to keep you hanging anyway. Ah, Jenkins, he's like the red shirt.
I've lost shields.
Ripped right through his shields. We're out of chance.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to carry on. We still have to find that beacon.
Aye, aye, sir.
I smell trouble. I've lost shields.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Ah, that's the grenade button. I suppose the other thing I haven't done was that after Mass Effect 1, when Mass Effect 2 came out, and they introduced a system where you can bring your saves over because they affect your actions next games. I never really moved back to Mass Effect 1 because
I think we got him, Commander.
you kind of get attached to your character. I got attached to the character, and I just didn't want to play this again. Not like some people who want to play over and over, pick different romance options, classes, different systems. Show me the badass. Always felt that was a little bit more gruesome when I was about probably when I was 16, 17 when I played this. I don't know how old I was now.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
I need a status report, now.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Ooh. Can't remember where I got this. Okay. There we go.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench. Redeploying.
On my way. Moving out. Clear.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Yeah, you probably will notice throughout this playthrough that I might have leveled up a little bit too fast. Now, I've added a little mod where I can just... Normally, when you have to max out your levels to get the maximum benefits in Mass Effect 2, you have to play at least twice to get level 60. But because I kind of don't want to do that, I want to sort of maximize it. So I put a little mod to push it along, so that when I finish this one playthrough, it will go through. How do I put it? Go through to level 60 by the end of this one. So technically cheating, but for this purpose, just sort of want to just do one run through. Because I probably don't want to do multiple streams of like do Mass Effect 1 over and over. Because that's not how this works. Right, up we go.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Husk. God, I hate them. Still creep me up to this day.
Negative contacts, Commander.
It used to be beautiful here.
Smells like smoke and death.
Okay.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Oh God. Oh, that's all right. Compared to Mass Effect 2, that's a bit different.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Let's see if there's any loot. As you do with all RPGs. Let's see.
Saren. Nihilus.
This
you
isn't
can
your
already
mission,
see.
Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
As if they couldn't make it more intimidating as it
Wasn't
is.
expecting to get here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Oh, for God's sake. God, the frame rate's really low here.
Perimeter clear.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now.
Those
Nobody's
things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack.
Yeah, it
We
seems
was
to be.
trouble the
Seems to be
second I
safe.
saw it. So we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of
So
a
scary.
dam. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was,
I wonder if you ever have kids, you can let them play this as sort of like a good alternative, like storytelling book. But they probably won't have any attention. Their attention span will be so small because they want something quick and fast.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole,
that doesn't
we're
mean all
just a
of them.
bunch of farmers. These guys
Maybe
are
some,
soldiers.
maybe a lot
Maybe
of
we
them
should
would.
give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more
Yeah,
thing.
one thing as
sell it after
well.
this was over,
With
but
most dialogues, I will not.
deserve it
I'll
more
try
than
not to cut most of these out. I probably did it just a few seconds ago.
Who's your
There, but
contact at the
that was by
spaceport,
accident.
Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
I have to go. The infamous I have to go. What else we got? Another dodging of the bullets. There we go. Mostly admin stuff here.
Commander. It's not.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares?
Fess up, boy.
My
Fess up.
supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody
Why are you
notices
walking back
if a
and
few
forth,
small
Caitlin?
pieces
Stand
go missing
still.
from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Oh, as if they're round the corner. God, this is so inaccurate.
I'm on my way.
That's it. There we go, that's much better. Nope, wrong one. That's it. No. Overload. Really? Oh, this is the one where I can do Sniper Alley.
I've lost shields!
Oh, yes. Oh, for God's sake, stands. This is where you wish you had the breathe function. Concentrate. I know, it's so bloody loggy. Wish you had to breathe. Imagine that guy on the top of the church tower in Saving Private Ryan, how he managed to hold his breath and all that.
I've lost shields.
He's like god level stuff. Pity he had to die. While saying a prayer of the Lord. There we go.
Clear.
Okay, there we go. That's a typical thing. You just go to RPGs, loot, 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 loot. As if you can do that in real life. You just go into someone's house, bust in the door. What was the name of that YouTube
Set the
parody?
charges. Destroy the entire colony.
Where they just go into every single person, NPC's house, just raid everything while they're having a dinner or lunch. I think it was a breakfast thing. That's a smash all the pots. Yeah. You know, having now actually played Mass Effect, you actually now notice that how much Saren actually already is cybernetic already by this point. And then you look at it thinking, oh, I wish I knew that, but that's part of the suspense. Alright.
Hostile spotted.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Then they make you run in like madman. It's like, oh, we're gonna destroy them in 5 minutes, and then just you can do that easily within a minute if you just charge and smash them and be sorted. You've not finished 3? Okay, well, definitely that'll be a day when you play number 3. You'll probably get a nice view of it. Oh, number 3 is much better. It's not as bad as people think. It just doesn't have an ending that people want, but at the same time, it does fill in a lot of gaps. Completion of their arcs. Don't worry, hopefully this new Mass Effect will answer what will happen in number 3. I hope. Oh, shh. There we go. Yep. I still will go for Kaidan to lose because I just never liked Kaidan. Because later on in Mass Effect 2 and 3, you will get biotics with Liara and Miranda, so... Well, Liara really, so I always have at least a soldier and a biotics in the team. Otherwise, you just end up with so many biotics, and then you have very little soldiers, so have a bit of balance. But that's the funny thing about it is I think Kaidan can be played as a gay character in number 3. In number 1, you never did. Number 3, you can. They just suddenly decided to say, "Oh, I like men as well." Nothing wrong with that. It's just like what made him change. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh. I don't like husks. They give me nightmares. There we go. Loot, loot, and loads of loot everywhere. So, is the stream looking okay here, you think? Because I might, if this works okay, then we might actually decide to, do a bit more, do some more streams with the rest of the gang, if they're up for it. Yeah, it looks like down here it says 300 frames drop, only 0.2%, so it's not too bad. And I've not really changed any settings, so it's all 3500 bit rate, which is the maximum. I think is fine. So I've just kept everything stock, so nothing to fiddle yet. The only thing I now need to figure out, now that I know how to stream this part, is now put some transitions, like when will the stream start, when will it end, kind of thing. So we'll give this a shot. But so far, the basic minimum is how to stream the bloody game. It looks to be okay. Looks like the mic levels are okay.
The beacon is secure. This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Don't get too close there, lady.
No, don't touch it! It's too dangerous!
I always forget, you should really blame Ashley for all of this. If she didn't do that, he wouldn't have to be this one person to save the galaxy. Not too many overlays. I've seen some streams where you don't necessarily need these fancy overlays. Especially with a game like this cinematic, you want to have the full experience.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used...
You just tested my mod there.
This human must be eliminated.
Oh yeah, you put that, and I said, shall I permit this or not? And it's like, yeah, I'll permit the term.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
I mean, I'm not going to make this completely...
you had us worried there, Shepard.
Completely adult, but
feeling?
I don't mind occasional stuff. Well, for now, I am thinking of adding you as the mod, maybe, as well, if you want to do this.
Minor throbbing.
And then I'll do
Nothing
vice versa
serious.
for you if you want.
How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves.
Not even 10 minutes and you're already flirting with the commander. God.
Signs
Sounds
typically
easy.
associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous. And he hates
big shit stuff happening.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
God, the eyes make him look like so sad.
A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity.
I love it that he
from the
immediately
face of
jumps
the
to the
galaxy.
conclusion on that. Thanks very much.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Let's see what we got here.
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If
What's
Jenkins
with
was
this
still
melancholic
alive,
music?
I
I
might
don't
not
recall
be
it being
here.
this sad.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
It's so generic. Oh. Yoink.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
And
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
pods, pods, pods. Always full of pods. Such a submarine this ship was. That is the boardroom. I'll deal with the equipment later. I'm assuming that most of the people who will be watching this will actually be looking at thinking, I don't remember some of these spoilers. I would assume by now you would know what is the you know what will happen in Mass Effect. But I'll try not to blatantly put too many spoilers out there. But it's obvious. It's obvious because how old is the game? 2008? 7?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of product. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more.
This is one of the things why I draw myself to this game all those years ago when it came out on the Xbox 360. It was such a... I love space. I love space sci-fi. And
what do the different manufacturers offer?
And it was you know, anything with space, and this was one of the things where people say this game was slow, but in another way it was a nice lore dump in a way, because you're trying to, they sent so much to say, what is this world for? What are the Hanar? What are the Turians? What are the Gethar? All these things they added, so you could lose yourself in so many things. That's why I loved this game at times, because it was a nice pace for me, not like, oh, these are bad enemies, shoot, shoot, shoot. A bit like Star Troopers, where these enemies are, these bugs are evil, destroy them. Not that I don't mind Starship Troopers, but it was just a bit like, you know, shoot first, ask questions later.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased.
Oop, let's
but
just
I'll
skip
rotate
that,
items on a regular basis
idea.
regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
My 1430. I'm poor. Oh, I can get a grenade. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll get that. Actually, yeah, I'll get these. The Mako. It was a shame that they only managed to include it finally in the final game. I do miss those vehicle sequences because it was at least a bit of a variety than just third-person stuff.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Oh, the lockers down here. I forgot about them. Whip them here. Ah, the elevator scenes. Where they couldn't load up properly. They did this just to pass the time. Still, it was a useful thing. All the elevator conversations are quite funny. That's why when you play the Citadel's DLC and Mass Effect 3, you just love how they reference this, like, yeah. When God, I need to remember characters' names now. It's been a while. Garrus when Garrus says, "Does anyone miss these elevator conversations?" Nope. God, it's a shame.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Ship. The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
I just had to look at this. Look on the wiki. This came out in 2007. This game. It's 13 years ago. No, it's 2021. 14 years ago. Okay. Oh, the Alcor. I love the Alcor.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all
No, I just walked in. I didn't even know what you were
and
murmuring
it is the
about.
Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say,
Now that I wouldn't mind
she
having a
has
texture
compromised my authority
installing
as
a texture pack to the Elcor.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see you.
I wonder if the next Mass Effect game that they're developing would involve we can play an Elcor. Now that'll be funny.
Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning.
Sorry if this is a bit of
to
an information dump, but I do like hearing this stuff
made contact with
from
us.
the Elcor at least. Don't worry, I won't be doing every single
we
one.
discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Tell me more about your
Genuine enthusiasm.
Whoop, wrong one.
I delight in
What do you
telling
do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I suppose the one thing that was a bit of a problem with the Mass Effect 1 was that it was genuinely open, genuinely big. Just to give a scale for one part to say how big this world is, but on the second hand, there's too much empty space that there's nothing really much to do.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
I should be going
Have a
now.
pleasant day.
So we're going to try and find as many side missions as we can. Avena. Yep, that's the thing. Let's see if we have anything.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Codex.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Oh, downed it. Nope.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed?
Sounds like he's talking from a tube. The sound effect. The sound of this.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
It's always a difficult issue when you need someone to do some dirty work. Like, publicly, they will... Oh, shit. Okay, I almost lost it. Publicly, like a James Bond type of agent. I mean, there won't be a suave on like James Bond, but you know every country will have some sort of a secret agent who has a license to kill, who will do some underhanded stuff. And sometimes they need that.
Believe the rumors. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry.
No,
what
it
can
is.
I do
Drop
for
your
you,
pants
Commander?
and let's see what you got.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Man.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
So,
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
Interesting.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Oh, that's for the keepers. That's fine. Let's go continue with this.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence. programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level,
You know,
you
they
can see the
they tried to
Citadel
make this
Tower,
kind of
where the
thing
council
now.
meets regularly to discuss matters
Saw this
of
when I was in
interstellar
Dubai
importance.
a couple of years ago. It was still like a projector on the wall.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Okay, and that is rapid transport. Same locations. Oh yeah, I need to look for more as we go along. Let's see. The wards, Citadel Tower, Avina, Emporium. Oh, go away, don't need to click that. That's so laggy. Where does this go? CSEC Academy. I'll go down there later. 20 frames. Oh dear. By the way, the reason why I'm complaining is not necessarily because of my specs. I actually have a very good computer. It's just the problem that this game is quite old. It's not really well spec'd out to a 30. It's a respectable 30. Or 60, which I prefer. But it's the best I can. Maxed out everything, take out VSync, and then just hope that it will go well. Okay, so you know what it feels like? The way they designed it, they want to look like it's Halo. That way of the look. The Krogan Monument.
I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
I think that's it. Just click on that and that's the consort. I'll talk to her afterwards.
Peaceful here.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate, and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
What else have we got? Ah. Hannah.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium. Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth. What exactly do you sell? Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy.
Well then, I don't have any money for that.
This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Okay.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
Let's have a look. Okay, we have that. You want to speak up here? Nope. Keeper. Okay.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan.
Volus.
Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
You take notice. Okay.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee,
He's a financial advisor.
I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Obviously, there's something to do with him eventually, because there's nothing you can buy from him or anything, but you eventually will use it. Sometimes it happens, sometimes they add it for story, but I know this one, I think, does add a bit to a story. This one is a miniature relay.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
I will disturb the keepers, because they annoy me. Yeah, sorry if it is a bit like this, it just tends to be a bit bugged out. Some of the frames. Okay, I think that's sorted. Yep. Right, now we're done exploring.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
And cue. And have some awkward elevator music.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Ah, Garrus. You will become so valuable afterwards. Wow, the music's really ominous. It's like I'm facing a death squad. Let's have a look.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. The Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right. Though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? Commander?
Even these bits have nothing to do with it. They still add some details.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Oh, here we go. Rapid transport. Okay, sorted. I think this is it.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your
Oh, I
species
don't really
needs
like
to
that
learn
one.
its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council.
You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I thought they wouldn't do that.
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
I have.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions.
The galaxy
but only
works
if there's no other way.
appropriate, but yes.
Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests, No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
It's a bit of a fine balancing act.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Clank, clank. Ah, here we go.
That guy's up to some.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this.
I'm Commander Shepard.
It's the scanning device I developed.
And this is my
Activate it each time you
favorite
see a keeper.
shop
All
in the
collected
city.
data will
In the
automatically
Citadel.
upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique
Sad,
scan.
absolutely sad.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Oh, here's the part where I have to remember where every blooming keeper is. And this is the part where I need to know. This is part of the reason why I went around all over the place.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
Plus, you get money out of that, so it helps. Not here.
No. Commander.
Just gonna check up on the council chamber if there's any, but I don't believe there's one up there. Sounds like I'm on a loft or something. With this clank stuff. No. You know, sometimes I wonder. I've seen some gardens where they're literally just hiding behind a glass wall, all that, and it's just there for prettiness, and no one actually is allowed to go in. I always find. Like these estates, like it's a nice green patch and you just look at it. People, you spend money to just look at it. No. Personally, if you're going to have a garden, you want a garden where you can interact. Feel your senses of hearing, feel, touch and smell. Eyes, obviously. Maybe not tasting, but you get what I mean, almost all the senses. So you can walk and feel it. Not just stare at it like pretty eye candy, that's just a bit pathetic. I mean, it's alright with flowers and that, but If I had a nice big garden with a nice grassy patch lawn, I would walk on it as well. So it would be nice to actually get something like that. But that's dreams. Those are dreams. We can only dream them. God, the music.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Who doesn't? Oh, so that's what happens when you need to load up slowly. If it loads up fast, it doesn't do much. I remember when you go up the elevator, you get to see the whole Presidium higher up.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Oh god, 15. It's so janky. So, that's not you. If you think the stream's lagging, it's not you, it's this. Here we go.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker.
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business, until Saren turned on him.
Saren's turned on a lot of people.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
Okay, next keeper. And I'll speak to the consort and see what she wants. It's not this side, the other side. There we go. Scan, scan, scan. Wonder how many left they said. Go. 6 out of 21.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
There's one. Yeah, this is, at least with this section in Citadel, it's mostly admin stuff and just talking and this and that. Not much action. That's why they did talk about Mass Effect 2, adding more action, because that's probably why they want to progress the story. Which kind of made sense. That's why everyone did say this game was probably the slowest of the series. But for some people, it was a good start. You know, brand new franchise. BioWare was, well, I knew BioWare from Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Love that game. And I thought, oh, they're making another space one. Not a Star Wars one, but something new. And I thought, yeah, why not? This was obviously before. This was the days of BioWare when they were at their greatest. Everyone loved them for it. Nowadays, BioWare is like a... I wouldn't say dead studio, but more like a studio that's lost its way would be better put.
Welcome. I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Can't I just go in?
But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a word.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Naylina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress.
So flat. It's like it's painted wallpaper.
Huh. It appears the
with the
consort has
textures.
taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Maybe I might work on this. Maybe I'll pick a texture pack for for the second or third one. But since this game is quite old, this one it's probably took a while.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be
God,
very grateful.
that's so janky. If that was trying to
Now I
just
must ask you to
seduce
forgive
me,
me.
that's like
I have many
place
clients
my
waiting
face
to see
against you, and I'll speak softly. No, I scream at your ear. It's like, ow. I know it's sort of an old game coding engine thing, but at the same time, I just want to laugh at how silly it was back those days.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
Okay, so I've gone up there. I don't want to know. Yeah, sorry if this is not exactly exciting, but I'm trying to find all the keepers now. I I like to believe that all the keepers I need to scan are up here, but something in the back of my mind says they actually are some in the lower parts I need to do as well. In the other areas. That's why I have a feeling. Let me just check if the journal says anything else.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
Tell me about your investigation into Sarah.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make it
Then can you tell me what you know about Garrus?
Garrus Vicarian? Good officer. Very good, in fact. But he needs to learn some patience. You'd think an officer of the law would be a bit more mindful of rules and regulations.
It would be nice if the camera just went down.
Was there
like
anything
that.
else?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't think there's one here. Nope.
This place is a little too perfect. We're hiding something.
Go. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So overdramatic. Oop. B, there we go. There we go. Let's keep it there.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. None over here. Yep, nothing there. Janky, so janky. Okay. This is like me going into a supermarket or to a shopping center and going back and forth because I can't decide where to go. On the other hand, I do that a lot because also it gives me a bit of an exercise walking. I don't mind that. As you can tell, I don't really go out that much. Well, before the pandemic. I don't know why. Because
that Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Stubborn jelly.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
What if I purchase the evangelical permit for you?
Finances are only a partial limitation. This one does not believe that one should pay in order to speak the truth. However, this one also does not possess the 150 credits necessary to purchase the permit.
150 credits? This should cover you.
This is a most appreciated action. You are not of the Hanar, but you wish to help spread the truth of the Enkindlers. This one will not cause any further trouble for the CSEC officer. This one offers its thanks.
Imagine they just say they're a preacher outside with a microphone says, "Oh, save us, oh Lord," or whatever religion they practice, and they're like, "Oh, I don't need money. God will give me. However, if you have a couple of dollars or a couple of pounds, can you please give me some?" Like, really? It's like you need the money anyway. It's not like God will save you that way. Not that I'm trying to talk about religion here, but you do hear those people, like, they talk their righteous, their value and everything, but it's like, yeah, I could use some money, please. It's like, just be honest and just say you want money. At least understandably with the homeless people and the beggars, at least they can say, can you have some spare change? Then it's down to you to decide if you want to give it or not. Right, down to the wards we go. I'm only intending to go for about 2 hours, and then we'd be done, because I'm not going to be one of those people who stream for 4 hours. About 2 hours is usually my limit in terms of how much I work with the stream. But at least we're making some progress, so hopefully...
So Williams, are you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Keep your eye...
Oh yeah, so you have to go around the whole Citadel. This is where it gets a bit painful. I suppose in between streams I'll probably will look at it. Look at where they are. Oh, man. Next time I'm going to CSEC Academy, because I think it was much quicker that way.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
At least those snippets of news actually do help. I'm one of the sad people when you play GTA, like San Andreas or 5, I put the news on to hear what happens. Because at least then, the news is just not... It's just... The news is just the news and it's just fictional because it's the game. Whereas if you do it in the real world, it's just depressing because it's real life. It's important to keep an eye on the news, but at the same time, it's not really all the time because it just depresses you. Because of which the news just keep talking about. They hardly talk positive stuff. They always talk negative and this and that, and it's really sad. Where the hell did he jump from? Where am I? Lower markets. Chorus Den.
That's him.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've got shields!
Whoops.
Those were Saren's men.
Think we got him, Commander.
Definitely to remember how to melee summon. The hell was that sound?
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Freaking hell, I'm gonna have to fix that sound. That's just sad.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
That's disgusting.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executor suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that? Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
You got off easy, if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
I'm out.
He's a lost cause.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman.
Let's just
in
hear
this
him first
damn
before I say
galaxy
I
who
am here
knows
to stop
me
you,
from
kind of thing.
getting.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Enjoy your drink, General.
I don't feel right to say that.
Don't waste your time, kid.
You need to start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent... No, those days are over. I'll just be what I am. A tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
Do you really want to be remembered this way?
No, I'd rather not be remembered at all. But I see your point. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand.
I got business here, but not with you.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with...
Right, I'll save it. Okay, there we go. Right, we'll end this here, and we'll do this probably a weekly thing, because I'm not sure I'll do the stream weekdays, because more often than not, some weeks I can't do it, so probably weekends. So thanks very much, guys. Well, thank you if you do watch this. This is just the first stream, so hopefully this is the first of many, and it will look a bit much better than this, so enjoy yourselves. See you later.